Okay, today we are going to look at squat pose. It is an infamous pose. Some people really love it. A lot of people really hate it. I think what is important here is that you use props if you need them. For a squat pose, you're sitting down. You want to have the flexibility in the heels, in the ankles, in the knees, in the hips. Okay? A lot of people, this just isn't possible. So there are a few ways to make your squat less intense. So obviously blocks are going to be one of them. But I want the first option to be our mat. So what you're going to do is just slowly roll up your mat. Okay, maybe halfway. And then, not letting it roll away from you, you're going to step your heels, okay, onto the mat. Now you need to have your feet wide enough so that when you lower down, your heels aren't lifting, okay? And what do I mean by that? Well, what happens often when people come into squat is that the feet are too close and that the heels lift. So, we need to take the feet further apart to get us into that position. So standing on your mat, I'm gonna go on a little angle here. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so you've got that lift now. And this may or may not help you. They're just options. Turn the toes out. As we bend the knees, we want the toes and the knees going in the same direction. So just kind of look down, make sure that everything's kind of making sense. And then hands to heart center, slowly start to lower. I sometimes like to take a little sway from side to side. Sometimes this helps juice up the joints, okay? This might work. This might be, oh, okay, that's a little bit easier for me. Or you might be here and you might be like, God damn, there's no way my butt's going down. So if that's happening, we then grab some more props. And the reason why we are propping to the gods is because we want to be able to come into this pose. We want to be able to start to open up. So from here, I would stack in a T or, maybe using quite a few blocks, but don't stack them on their highest angle. And then start to come down. Look for the blocks and bloop, hit the bum down. From here, you then squeeze your butt and open the knees. You're trying to get your elbows into those knees, not the triceps. So we're not hunching down like this. We're pushing into the elbows. And eventually we want the head, the shoulders, and the pelvis to stack. So actively pressing into those hands, actively squeezing the butt cheeks to open up and hanging out here. Maybe seeing if you can hold for 5 breaths. Do it again, see if you can hold for 7. And just keep building. Maybe one day you won't need the mat, maybe one day you won't need the blocks. Doesn't matter, this is your squat pose.